Her mum offered to let me stay. I don't care. I'm your mom. Fine. And I said no. I have your best interests in mind, especially when you're thinking with the wrong head. Blue doesn't have your best interests, her mom doesn't have your best interests. You and Blue are thinking with your hormones and not the situation seriously. It's an extremely serious situation, and people like you and Blue making bad decisions like this are what's gonna cause the spread of germs. I already said fine, I don't need the constant yelling over this. Also, let's just take a moment to remind everybody that germs is a very vague term that isn't used in scientific terms, because a germ can mean anything. A virus, bacteria, prions, fungus, all come under the category of germ. So she could be talking about literally anything, not just what is clearly the coronavirus. Plus, if they are staying at their girlfriend's house and their girlfriend doesn't have the virus, how are they more likely to catch it than if they're staying at their own house? I'm pretty sure his girlfriend probably would have his best interests in mind, especially when he has a psycho mother. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. I have just got off the back of playing some Super Hot VR. I am tired. I'm recording all of next week's videos on the same day, and it's 10 o'clock at night. I hope you appreciate the work I put in. Oh, it's... Super Hot tricked me into basically doing squats. I'm going off topic. There was waist cover, like waist height cover in Super Hot, and I had to constantly duck below it, so my legs are aching. Anyway, today, as you can already tell by the title and the fact that you clicked on the video, we are going to be looking at r/insane parents. We're going to be looking at the crazy people that have children under their command. We're going to be clearly encountering anti-vaxxers. We're going to be encountering people that don't understand privacy and people that don't understand the coronavirus. So everything that is terrible right now. Let's get into it. Dude, I'm so fucking mad at my mom. Why? She was like, well, maybe you wouldn't be trans and gay if you stopped talking with your LGBTQ plus people. I want you to stop talking with these people. Then I was like, so I have to stop talking to my online friends? They are my only friends and you want me to stop talking with my sibling because they are influencing me? And she was like, yes. Bro, what? We're supportive though. Exactly, that's why she doesn't want me to be around gays. Yeah. I hate people that are like that. People that think that being gay or being transgender or being anything that isn't cis and straight is a mindset that you get from being around those people. Like, that's not how your brain works. If you really, really, really don't like something, you're not going to like it just because you haven't seen the alternative, you know? The clock is ticking. If you're not home in 5 minutes, I will call the cops for your hit and run. It wasn't a hit and run, and the cops won't care. I'm 18, you can't do anything. Watch me. You're the most untrustworthy person I've known in my life. Get your ass home in 3 minutes. I hate when these people are like psychos over what their kids are doing when their kids are adults that have their own lives. Every time I go on these posts, all of the comments from people are like, just move out. Even if the person's a minor, the replies are like, just move out. It's like, there's more to it than that. You need the financial stability to move out. You need to have a plan. You need to find somewhere to live. You need to know how to look after yourself. There's a lot involved to moving out that these people might not necessarily be in a position to do. To my children, all 6 of them. A note from a mother. I gave birth to you, but you came with no instructions. All I knew was that I loved you long before I saw you. I know I made some mistakes, and for that, I am sorry. But I was doing the best I could with what I knew. Everything I did for you, I did from love. You are my children, my life, my dreams for tomorrow. I will always love you, and there is nothing that could ever destroy my love for you. My mum has 7 kids. When you go from there's nothing that could ever destroy my love for you to she has clearly disowned one of her children. Ouch! This is going to be a long video, guys. More posts than I usually get. I might end up splitting this into 2 videos. We will see. Do you have the birth control implant? Why? You have an appointment to replace implant marked in your calendar. Why are you looking 3 years into the future on my calendar? We need to talk about this when you get home. I'm going to bed when I get home, and it's none of your business what I do with my body as an adult. I'm your mother. Of course it's my business. If you're being unsafe and not thinking about the consequences. I feel like using birth control is the opposite of unsafe. You are not leaving tomorrow until we have discussed this. You cannot behave this way when you don't have a boyfriend. Okay, I'll just tell work I'm not coming in because my mummy grounded me for not wanting to get pregnant. I'm staying at Black's tomorrow. I can't say that. I'm staying at Blank's tonight. Talk tomorrow. Vaccines literally injects you with a disease/illness you could possibly have no association with, just to fight it off. My kids will pass. They'll pass all right. Having an illness or having a vaccination updates your body's database on how that virus works. So this woman's view on learning anything basically would be, oh, I learned algebra, but like I could have totally avoided algebra my whole life, so I'm just not gonna learn it. Like, you might encounter it. Why take that risk? Having knowledge is never going to be a bad thing, and your immune system having knowledge against how to defend against illnesses is never going to be a bad thing. If you suffered in life and want other people to suffer as you did because you turned out fine, you did not, in fact, turn out fine. PSA to everybody watching this. You are not a good parent or carer if you want other people to suffer the same way you did. If you want people to suffer at all, then there is something inherently wrong with the way you're looking after people. What does Blank want for Christmas? Does she like Barbie still? How about the pony toys? She is not so much into the toys anymore. How about a new bike helmet? She likes playing outside. I'm not getting a little girl a helmet. What Barbies does she have? Send me pics. Mum, she won't play with them. I just don't want you to be upset if she doesn't like them. She can say thank you. I did not raise you to raise ungrateful brats. I didn't say she wouldn't thank you, Mum. I said she might not play with them, which is the truth. She doesn't like dolls. Please don't get her any. They will be a waste on her. If she's going to be a little then Nana won't get her anything. How about that? Wonder where she got that from. I'm sorry, that was rude. What does she want? You're done. No, I'm sorry. What does she want? You're a disgusting person. Calling a child names? If you step foot on my property again, I will call the police. So the context of this one is apparently this is their sister's conversation with their mum. Them and their sister just let their mum back into their life after they had basically cut her out because she was a horrible person. And like already they're like, nah, this was a mistake. Friendly reminder to you that just because someone is family doesn't mean you have to keep them in your life. If they are bad for you and if they are unhealthy for you, you don't have to keep that person in your life. You can cut them out. I personally am lucky enough that I have a good family, so I don't have issues with this, but there are a lot of people that do, and it's best for you if you eliminate toxicity from your life. Remember that. The ex-owner of my house put a one-way mirror in their child's bedroom. That's a little bit... that's not okay. That's not okay. That's crossing a line. Privacy is important, especially if your child doesn't know they don't have the privacy. That's a bit messed up. That's a little bit, oof. Also, that tile floor with that color wall, it looks like a public bathroom. That's just not a look you want to go with, especially if you've got a one-way mirror. That's... oh. Hey mamas, would you take your unvaccinated kid to a third world country? Yep, I even let them swim in the Amazon. If you don't want your children, just put them up for adoption. Don't try and kill them. There are plenty of parents out there that would love a healthy child. Do you think you can lend me and Daddy... I hate that word. I hate that word. Do you think you can lend me and Dad $600 until next Friday? We were approved for a car, but we have to put down $1,100 and we only have $500. Won't have the rest until next Friday. $600? I don't even have $600. Oh, you should have a lot of money. Stop spending. The most I have is $300. Boy, how are you gonna ask me for money and tell me to stop spending? Especially when they're asking for more money than they personally own. They said they have $500 and they're asking for $600. How are they expecting her to have more money than them? I say her. It could be her or he. I don't assume. They could be anything. They might not be either. I'm not assuming. I would like you to come to church with us tomorrow, please. 10:30. Blue has a dress you can wear, and you can stay for lunch and dinner. Sister Blue would love to see you. I can't come up there. I have work from 10 to 7. I told you to schedule off work on Sundays. Tell your manager you won't make it. You can either come to our church or go with your roommates. Mom, I can't just tell him I won't make it. Besides, I get paid more on Sundays, so it's worth it for me to work. This isn't an argument. You're coming with us to church. I'm going to drive down and get you, and you can sleep here tonight. No. This isn't an argument. It clearly is. I'm coming to get you. I want you to at least try to be active. Maybe if you actually try to pray and read the Book of Mormon, I'll let you decide. But until then, you're going to come with us, okay? Mom, I'm working tomorrow. I'm going to keep working Sundays. I've read the Book of Mormon, and I've prayed daily for 18 years of my life. You don't pay my rent, you don't pay my tuition, you don't pay for my insurance, and I'm an adult. So, you have no say in my decisions anymore. I can't talk. So, you have no say in my decisions anymore, okay? Maybe if you want to stop acting like this, I might schedule a Sunday off in the future just to humor you. Have a good night, Mum. Pack some clothes for tomorrow. I'm coming to your apartment. Have fun trying to get in. Night. Perfect response to a mum that's that crazy. Hurts to see all of this. Really hurts. Some people are actually insane. Hence the name Insane Parents, I guess. You know, it's a fitting title. Dishes done by 3 p.m., okay? I get home at 3. Is 3:15 okay? If I look on the cameras and they aren't done by 3, there will be consequences. I can't have them done that fast. It's 3 now, and the dishes aren't done. That's a day of no tech. How do you expect them to have dishes done the minute they arrive? Like, if dishes are gonna take time, how are they supposed to be doing the dishes on the drive? Like, what? Who do you think they are? They're not a superhero. Also, what difference does 15 minutes make? If you're not even home, you're checking on a security camera, you're not even home. If they have the dishes done before you get home, what difference does it make? Look at how bolder I am. I bought boba metal straws. I can't believe you. I hope they haven't influenced your faith in Jesus. What does that have to do with my faith? You're changing towards the left. How? I'm just trying to save the sea turtles. Ah! Hold up. How do you think Jesus is a right wing? Who? Jesus believes in loving everybody and serving everybody, and that everybody should help each other out. That is the most communist thing I have ever heard in my life. How do you think he's a right wing? How do you think that? Crazy. You crazy. Also, what does trying to save the planet have to do with turning left? Like, oh, I'm sorry, I just want there to be more thriving animals, and I don't want humanity to die out in the next 100 years. I guess I'm left wing. I hate that people use politics as an insult. I hate it. I really do. Happy Mother's Day to the woman who called the cops on me when she didn't find me in my room sleeping in the middle of the night and thought I snuck out of the house. I was downstairs in the kitchen eating cereal and also 22. Wow, that's a line. That's a line crossed. In June of 2018, I was shot in an armed robbery. As of today, I'm still dealing with the medical bills. Wow, America. Wow. Even though I have good insurance through my employer. Wow, America. Wow. The other day, I told my mom I was debating filing for bankruptcy to get out of debt because it's making it hard for me to pay my bills and still save for retirement. She deadass looked at me and said, "Your generation always tries to avoid paying what they owe. My parents always taught me that if you do the crime, you should do the time." If that's not violently American, then I don't know what is. Let's just talk about the fact that they didn't do the crime, they got shot by the people doing the crime. The worst part is, their parent with a mindset like that, they probably voted Trump. Now, there are people out there who are sane that voted for Trump, and fine, good on you. He probably has some views that are okay. But Trump himself filed for bankruptcy like 3 times to get money, and you're trying to say that our generation are the people trying to get out of paying the money they owe? Just pull your head right out of your anus, please. I hate people like this. The man was shot and he's reeling from being shot and having to pay it off. And apparently that's his responsibility. It's his fault he was shot. That's so American. I actually have an American in the house right now because my sister and her fiance, her husband, they're married. It's been a year. They're staying in the house at the moment, and her husband is American, so they can probably hear me yelling about America right now. Oh, I hope this doesn't end badly. I'm taking my kids out of the school district. My 10-year-old just told me that his teacher told the class that humans are animals. Should I not be? She wasn't directly talking to him. This was a class lesson. Subject of the day. I didn't know they taught Scientology in public school. That's not Scientology. We are animals. Do you just believe that we are not alive and that we are not, a living species on this earth? Every alive creature on this earth is an animal, unless it's a single cell organism. That's just how it works. That's just... Did you not go to school? Is that what we're learning here? That your kid has already learnt more than you at school and they're 10 years old? Where are you? We just left Grilled. Which one? Winter Garden? So you're not at the Botanic Gardens? No, we're chilling. In public. There's an iPlay, we're going to the arcade. Why have you turned off your location? Why are you tracking me? I hate when parents do that. Tracking location is such an invasive thing. Just trust your child. The fact of it is, you did everything your child is doing. So why should you be so overprotective of your child doing stuff you did? It doesn't make sense. Like, were you just not a teenager? Were you born and you were immediately 55? Like, it doesn't make sense. Your child's mental health is more important than their grades. My parents. Tastes like some white people. Yeah, I see that. I have a friend, I'm not gonna name check him because it's, not really my business to, but they had a parent that was pretty psycho about making sure they were always studying for their grades and they were always working, and it was nuts. I am so glad that my parents just decided to let me do my thing and that I didn't do the best grades I could have gotten, but ultimately I am still sane and I haven't killed myself, so I'm glad that things went down the way they did. My mum. We don't stare at strangers. Also my mum when she sees a trans person. Yeah, that's a thing in a lot of these parents that don't really get it. And ultimately it's probably not their fault. It's just the way they were raised, but that's why we move on. The next generation will be better than the last, and then the generation after that will be better than the last. The idea is that humanity grows, you know? And the final post. Dysfunction in couples. A failing relationship. Having a child. I don't understand why they do it either. It's stupid. Don't bring a child into a world if you're not going to give it the best life it can have. In fact, my view on life is I'm not even gonna have a child. If I ever one day decide that I want to raise a child in my family with my significant other, I'm going to adopt, because there are a lot of children that are already in this world that would love to have a family. Why should I bring another one into it? I'm just going to improve the life of a child that already exists. I'm not going to make another child. Why does it matter that the child has my DNA? It doesn't. That's my stance. Other people might view that differently, but that's just the way I think about it. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is a longer one than usual. I saved a lot more pictures, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. So if you want to see more r/insaneparents, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.